Can I record?
Evening.
Of course you can. You coming in?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's no problem.
Take a seat for a second.
Wait for everyone to sit down and then we'll start, okay?
You good?
Okay, we will start over there. Yep.
Hello.
When you were here, you preferred to play Marcus Rashford out wide. Was that tonight an example of why you thought he was better there than centre forward?
Yeah, but you are right. I'm not here anymore, so you have to ask these questions to Ole. But I think he probably thinks the same. So, but that's not important now for me.
What did you think of your team's performance today?
Sorry?
What did you think of your team today?
Of my team? I think for 30 minutes they were not just better than us, they were much better than us. They were much better in the intensity, in the aggression. They were winning first balls, second balls, 50-50 duels. But we were lucky. And then in the last 15 minutes of the first half, we were us, and United was in trouble. And we scored a goal, and I thought in the second half, with some adjustments that we did at half time, I thought that we were going to win it. But the second goal is not the easy one to process, because probably everybody says was a penalty. I prefer to say was a throw-in, because the penalty is later, is a throw-in in the first minute of the second half, and that for me is really hard. And of course, you go with the 1-1, you want to start from there to go for the 3 points, and then you arrive in the second half, and then they play the game that they wanted to play. They drop the block, they defend, they got fouls, a couple of dangerous counterattacks, closing, and then of course we had the ball in the last third. The goal could happen, but didn't happen. So I think they deserve the victory.
Okay. Charlie down here.
It was a pretty attacking setup you were with. I wonder if you just talk us through the thinking there.
Attacking setup.
Yeah, your team.
Yeah, that's the way we normally do, and we didn't lose because of an attacking setup. We lost because of the way we come to the game. I think by the emotional way. They had more emotion than us. You see, for example, McTominay performance, the globality of his performance. He was dominant. But then, as I was saying, half time, we finished the first half with a good feeling, the feeling of a positive result, the feeling of we were playing better than them. We had much more control in the last 10-15 minutes. And then in the second half, where we thought we are going for it, we make that mistake. And after that, the game is a different game. And then after that, one injury here, one injury there. They did well. The referee allowed them to do it, but they did well. That control of the time and the emotion of the game.
Take a question from the front here. Yeah.
Looked like you had a couple of nice moments with Ole before and after the game. Of course, you don't like to lose, but how was it to meet him, and what words were changed?
Yeah, no problem. What's the problem? I have nothing against him. I think he has nothing against me. That's just that. So why should we have any kind of problem?
Right there.
Gareth Bale said there's no better link than Mourinho and Tottenham to try to win again. What do you think? How's your reaction?
It's nice. I thank him. If I didn't know, but if Gareth told that, I'm really pleased.
Do you like him in Tottenham?
Oh, come on. Yes. You don't need the answer.
Okay, go to Simon and James. Simon.
Jose, Dele Alli, everybody's remarked on the way that he's been playing since you arrived. Could you just talk us through his goal from your perspective?
He's playing well. What can I say? He played well before me. And it's not like I'm teaching Dele how to play football. He was fantastic when he arrived from MK Dons. He was fantastic for club, for national team. He had a difficult period. Don't ask me why, because the majority of it I don't know, and what I know is not to share with you. And then I just try to play him in a position where the principles of play suit him, and also to give him some space for his creativity and for his intelligence. He's playing well, he's working well, he's scoring goals. I cannot ask anything more from him, apart of keep going.
Okay, we're going to finish with Ali. Sorry, James, Ali, and then here. So start with James.
Manchester United's greater emotion, was that because their old manager was here, or because they were trying to win for their new manager?
I think it's just the way it is, and you look to United results this season against the best teams, and they had good results. I think at home, when they play like they did at Chelsea, Liverpool, Leicester, also a great team this season, they always had this kind of attitude. I think it's easier for them. I think for the way they play, it's easier for them. They are not afraid to be with a defensive approach. They are not afraid to be at home and to take their time, to win their time, to be in control of the emotions of the game. Then lots of young people with lots of energy and with a good mentality. And when they are winning matches, they are comfortable in this situation of low block with a giant there dominating or almost dominating in the air, and being fast in counter-attack with Marcus, with James, with Jesse, with Martial when he plays. So I think the way they play is easier for them when they play against the teams that are better teams, teams that want more of the ball, teams that want to have the initiative of the game. So I think they did well.
Okay, Ali, and then finish down here. Ali.
Jose, that lack of intensity in your players, that was something that was a criticism of them before you came as well. How do you inject that into them?
Criticism of what?
Of the players before you came was a lack of intensity under the previous manager in his final games. How do you kind of fix that?
Working, which I'm not doing a lot of that work. You cannot work intensity when you are permanently playing matches every 2-3 days. You can work other things, you can work principles of play, you can work tactical positioning, but intensity, aggression is something that you cannot work. How can I work these items of the game when I have to play Saturday again? I just can't do it. So it has to be just with time, and try to influence the profile of the players and the concentration levels too. Because, for example, the throw-in is totally a lack of concentration, because the team only reacted after Rashford had the ball and after Rashford started facing the first defender was when we started reacting. Before that, we were not there. So I think it's also concentration levels. But the players are fantastic, very good guys, very good players, very good professionals. They want, and they will.
Okay, last question down here.
Dele Alli after the game described the team's approach as a bit arrogant and overconfident. Is that something you've seen coming into the game, and is it a bit early to be that after just?
I didn't. To be honest, I tried to fight exactly that state of mind. I tried to tell them exactly the way United approached it. These matches that they had at home, against Liverpool, against Chelsea, always strong starts, with people running, with people pressing the ball, with people trying to lift a little bit the morale of the supporters. Normally they come from bad results against smaller teams, so when they face the big teams, people think, this is going to be more difficult for them. It's not more difficult for them, because then the responsibilities change, and I think they feel comfortable in this style of play. So in the second half, we knew what we were going to do with the result 1-1. Then you come here, and after 1 minute, you concede a goal. So we have to blame ourselves, and I think United, they must be obviously happy with the points, and overall, for me, they deserve.
Okay, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.